Yeah, I think it's.
Is that going to work?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool.
Well, if you just want to introduce yourself.
Okay. Hey, I'm Kevin Barnes, owner of Ultimate Ice Cream.
We're doing what we can. So, Kevin, do you want to tell us a little bit about the history of Ultimate Ice Cream and how you got started?
Well, the shop's been here for 11 years, and I've owned it for 7 of those years. So it was established.
What are you doing?
I'm going to say hi here. Hey, sweetie. How are you?
Good.
Hey, honey. I'll give you a hug, too.
Okay.
Okay, go get your ice cream.
Okay.
All right. Those are just... I just know them through the shop.
Oh, really?
Just little kids, yep.
They come here a lot, I guess.
They come here a lot, different times. So it was doing okay when we bought it. It had an excellent product, but we felt like we could do more with it. It was kind of a, ignorance is bliss sometimes. I was a social worker for 23 years, had never owned a business. And so we just managed to pull the funds together to buy this and have made it work. I feel like I have my master's in business now after doing this for 7 years, and especially in the economy that we've had recently. But we have been able to grow it to where we're doing 5 times now what it was doing when we purchased it.
Oh, wow.
So things are really good, and that's come about in many different ways. But yeah, that's how it got started. It felt very pregnant when we bought it. It felt like, this could really give birth to something wonderful, and that's what we've been able to do with it. So created many more recipes. It probably had 35 recipes when we bought it, and now we have upwards of 300 flavors that we've made.
Wow,
so,
really?
Wow.
Yeah. So your mission is?
The mission of the business, well, the one thing we didn't know when we bought this is that ice cream is a happy food. People come in to celebrate, or, you just see that look of excitement and joy on their face when they get the flavor that they want. That being said, the mission of the business is to, be a part of the community. Like I said, we're both social workers. This may dovetail into some other stuff that you guys want to talk about, but what we do is, we try to be as green as we can. We don't do advertising, or rarely do we do advertising. What we do is we work with 12 different nonprofits throughout the year, and we create a flavor for them, and they get all the proceeds from that flavor. This is going into our 5th year, and we've donated about $23,000 to local area nonprofits.
So how did you, what, type of business model is this, or how did you plan this business?
Well, that's the thing. Not knowing anything about business, we really didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
We had a plan to sustain what was here and see what we could do with it.
Do you think with the flavor of the month, is that going to stay a local thing, or are you going to try and bring that idea
that's
to
a good
other...
question. We really don't know yet. We have, the folks at Moog Music has shown an interest in helping us do their museum. That would be local, but as we get bigger, we may have to broaden that out a bit. I don't know what that would look like yet, but yeah, we may have to do something like that to grab interest in other areas where people would be purchasing our product. Because it's it's important for folks to feel like there's. Let me rephrase that. I think that it is good for us and good for the consumer if they know that they are purchasing a product where a portion of proceeds is doing some good and not just going into the pockets of, Unilever Group, Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs or whatever, and they don't know what happens. So from a marketing standpoint, what we do is we ask the people that are affiliated with that organization to promote us to the people that are interested in the work that they do. And that drives those people into our store. The more people that buy their flavor, the more money they get, the more exposure that I get. So it's a perfect way to do advertising.
Right.
We don't know anyone else that does this. We came up with this idea ourselves. So that's where all our ad dollars go, is to back into the community. Right here, local Western North Carolina, mostly Buncombe County.
That's great.
Yeah.